Hi guys, good morning. This is a different type of video today. It is not sewing related. It's going to be a vlog style video. I gotta fix myself up. I'm just getting up. It's a little after 5:30 a.m. and I'm about to take a shower, get dressed, and me and my friends are headed to Nashville, Tennessee to see New Edition in concert tonight. We're going a little early. We're going to do brunch. We're going to do some sightseeing, and then later on we'll be headed to the concert. So I'm going to take you guys along with me. I would like to say welcome to all of my new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel, and everyone who keeps coming back each time I post a new video. Again, excuse all of this. I'm about to get dressed. All right, so I'm dressed. I'm just waiting on my friend to get here. This is not what I'm wearing to the concert. This is my 9337. I made us t-shirts for the concert. I will probably pop that in here at some point. But yeah, I'm dressed. This is just so I will be comfortable. Excuse my mess in the background. But this is just so I'll be comfortable on the ride there. So now I'm just gonna wait for my friend to get here and pick me up, and we head out. All right, so while I'm waiting on my friend to get here, I will chit chat with y'all a little bit. I'm recording from different things, so if the picture changes or the volume, I apologize. This is a bucket list item. My glass is steaming up. I'm so hot, y'all. Okay, anyway. So this is a bucket list item. I have been wanting to see New Edition in concert since I was a little girl singing Cool It Now. And I can remember many moons ago, we had our radio station in our hometown, and they would only play R&B and rap songs at night, like after 7. So they would do contests, and I can remember me and my friend trying to call into the radio station to win New Edition tickets. Of course we didn't win. But yeah, this is a bucket list item, something I've been wanting to do since I know I was 12 or 13 years old. So I'm excited. Yeah, so my friend hadn't got here yet, so I'm watching some planning YouTube videos, which is what I watch most of the time now. I switch in between planning, sewing, and then movie-related content. So my YouTube algorithm is all over the place. All right, so I will check back in with you once we leave. All right, we made it to the hotel. We in Nashville. We're checked in. Now we're getting ready to go eat some brunch. So I'll take y'all along with me. We are downtown Nashville. We're getting ready to go into the National Museum of African American Music. I have to tell y'all about brunch in another clip. We were highly disappointed with brunch, but it's all good. We're here with friends. It's an experience, and we'll know better next time. All right. We're gonna go in this museum. If I'm allowed to take pictures, I will take pictures and post those.
Alright guys, it's the next day. We are at breakfast. We are eating Cracker Barrel. Once we finish eating, we are going to head back home. But we had a good time. I gotta ask them if I can post their pictures on my YouTube, because I don't want to, you know, post without their permission. Alright, but I'll have to tell you all about the museum and why we didn't get to go to the museum, go inside the museum. I have to tell you that debacle later. All right, I'll see y'all later. All right, so I told you I would jump in and tell you about certain things that happened on the trip. Basically, just give you a overall summary of the day. It was a day trip. So we went there Sunday morning, came back Monday morning, or Monday afternoonish. So the ride wasn't bad. It was about 4 hours, maybe a little under 4 hours. We got to the hotel, checked in. I went to Willie D's for brunch. So my friends disliked it a little more than I did, because my waffle was great. I mean, it was just the right amount of crunch, and just, it wasn't too soft. It wasn't hard. My waffle was perfect, okay? And when I say I ate, and it wasn't like a Waffle House waffle. It was thick, but it was crispy, and that I love that. My friends, not so much. One friend got shrimp and grits, and it had about 3 shrimp in the grits, and it had the tails on them. So my other friend, I think hers was okay. She doesn't eat pork, and I don't think they had anything. Well, they may have substituted chicken for her pork. I can't remember, or maybe I can't remember. But anyway, the atmosphere of it has, and I'll pop pictures up, a few pictures that I took of the place. It has like a trap vibe, I would say that. Have you ever seen, and I've only seen them in advertisements that go on in Instagram, or I have seen some people. Have you ever heard of something called trap and paint? I know there's one in Augusta. Some people that I know went to one in Augusta where it's like a paint and sip type thing, but they'll paint, and then all of a sudden the music will start and people stop painting and start dancing. It has that type of vibe. Although they did play the music and I didn't see any dancing, but they had like a slideshow thing going across the screen, and it looks like that's something that they might do later in the day or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, it had that type of vibe. The hostesses wore, and the waitresses wore like bathing suit type outfits, but also like lingerie type outfits. I really don't know how to describe it. So our waitress came over and she had on like a blue bodysuit. That's what I'll call it, but with no legs. So like a bodysuit bathing suit type thing. And then she came back to the table. She had something different on. So I didn't think it was the same person. And I said, I thought you was somebody different. You changed. And she was saying how their blues didn't match, so they had to change and all of that. And then what she changed into was a little bit more revealing, which I'm not complaining about that. That's their policy. That's what they wear. It's just that when I turned my head, like I looked right into this area. I was like, oh. And she was so close to me. I didn't expect it. So it kind of threw me off guard because she was close to me because she was trying to clear the table. So had she been any closer, my face would have went right in this area. I was like, whoa. So, yeah. So it has that type of vibe to it. My friends did not enjoy the food at all. I enjoyed my waffle. I don't think it's a place that I would go back to. You know, I experienced it once. I'm fine with that. They did add a 20% gratuity to the check. I don't know how people feel about that, but you know, it saved me from having to calculate the tip. So it is what it is. But that's first thing we did, and then we rode downtown because we wanted to go see, take a tour around the, I think it's called the African American. Let me look it up. I got it on my phone. I also have pictures. It is called the National Museum of African American Music. We wanted to take a tour in there. So when we got downtown, the parking was $45 in one spot. And then they got us. It was some parking on the other side that said $8. So we were like, oh, we should have known better. So when you turn in, all you see is $8. But then when you pull on in, it's $8 for the first hour. Yeah. And then a couple of hours is $20. And then hours after that is $30. Better than $45. But yeah. Downtown Nashville was packed. I don't know if it was mostly for the concert, because the attendant in the parking deck, he said it's like that almost every weekend. So yeah, it was packed. It was people, a guy out there singing. I can't post the sound of him singing, because I would get a strike on YouTube, a copyright strike. But he sung a song. And let's see what else. We went into, it's like I'll just call it a mall, but I don't know if it's an actual mall. But it was really nice. It had shops and stores and everything. So then we went to the museum. We booked a tour for $140, right? Because they had on the website that they were honoring New Edition. They were basically inducting them into their museum. So they, I guess, had New Edition bring some outfits, and they put them in glass cases, and they gave New Edition plaques and honored them. So that was supposed to happen at 2:00. So we was like, okay, so we'll do a 140 tour. By the time we're done with the tour, maybe we can see New Edition get honored, right? So we get there, it is packed, right? Packed. And they had a VIP section. I guess people were in there. I guess New Edition was in there doing a meet and greet with people who paid for VIP. We didn't know anything about that. It wasn't on the website. I don't think we would have done it anyway because we were going to the concert later on. So when we got there, we had to kind of just break through the crowd and say, you know, hey, we're here for the tour. And the guy goes, we're not doing any tours right now because of the New Edition ceremony. So we were going, what? And he was like, yeah, we probably won't open the tours back up until about 2:30 or 3:00. And at that time, it was about 1:45. So, you know, we decided that we will wait around for them to honor New Edition, and then we would do our tour. So, of course, nothing is on time. They probably said 2:00 on the thing just to get people there, but it was well after 3 before New Edition came out, and they were only out for about 15 minutes. You know, they each said something, you know, thanking the museum, saying it was their first time being honored in, you know, a place like that, a museum or music hall, you know, anything like that. So they were very honored. They got their plaques. My friends got a few good pictures. My friends are actually in the video, in the reel that New Edition posted on their Instagram. My friends are standing up top. They didn't even know they were in the video. But they did get some good pictures. I'll post what they got. Some are good, some are you just kind of can spot the member, but I think at least two of them are really good. I think they got a really good picture of Ralph and a really good picture of Michael Bivins. But yeah, it was so hot in there. It was a DJ in there, so they tried to make it fun and keep the crowd hyped for that long period of time. But we were just disappointed because we wanted to tour the museum. So we basically just waited around for nothing, basically. So my friend, she went to the guy and she said, you know, you all should have put on the website, you all should have at least blocked the times off on the website for the tour, or at least put a message on the website saying, we're not doing tours from this time to this time because we're honoring New Edition. Yeah. Because apparently they probably shut down those tours. I don't even know if they had any tours that day at all, because they closed at 5. And it was, like I said, well after 3 when they did the actual ceremony. And it wasn't just us. It was a lot of people who booked tours on the website thinking, okay, I can go here, go to the tour before I go to the concert tonight. So it was just, it wasn't organized. It wasn't well planned. And they should have definitely put something on the website that said, they had that they were honoring New Edition on the website at 2, but they didn't have on there that they weren't doing tours during that time. So that's where the issue came in. And it didn't happen at 2. It happened well after 3. So at first they didn't want to give us our money back. They kept saying, oh, you have a year that you can use these tickets, and, you know, just come back. And we were like, we don't live here. So, you know, after that, you know, my friend is very convincing. She said, this is my first and last time coming here. It was so funny. The guy was like, no. He said, I'll give you your money back. And she said, I also think you should give us a complimentary tour when we come back. Or if we come back. And he didn't give us complimentary tickets. He just said, you know, my name is such and such. When you come, ask for me, that type thing. So we could very well go, and he not even work there anymore. Anyway, so that was that. It was disappointing that we didn't get to tour the museum because that was one of the main things we wanted to do. And then they didn't open up until 12 on Monday. So we couldn't even go by there Monday morning if we wanted to take the tour and then hit the road. We couldn't even do that. So brunch and that was kind of a low, but the museum was okay because we did get to see New Edition close up. So I guess that was a plus. And to be there for them being honored because they, you know, it was 40 years and that was their first time being honored somewhere. So we got to be a part of that. Okay, talked about the parking. I got Mom a magnet. I'll pop a picture up on the screen because she wanted me to bring her something back. So I grabbed her a magnet. We stopped by the mall because we were trying to find, you know, a store or something where we could find souvenirs and stuff like that. So we ended up going to the mall, and that's where I found Mommy's magnet. At the concert, I couldn't get great pictures. We had good seats, but I just couldn't get great pictures because the light was low. Then they had the lights on the stage and stuff. And I'm a little disappointed because I have the iPhone 13, and when they came out with this phone, they bragged about this camera and how good it is. and it's just supposed to be this, that, and the third, right? I'm gonna pop up some stuff so you can see. I was sitting beside this lady, this couple, and I had to ask her, I said, what kind of phone do you have? Because her video and photos were so clear. She didn't remember the number, whatever you call them, like mine's iPhone 13. She had a Samsung Galaxy. She was like, it's a Samsung Galaxy something or another. But when I say her pictures were awesome, I'm like, okay, iPhone. Like, I don't. And even my friend's pictures, hers were a little bit better than mine. So I just asked her what settings she was using. So when she gave me her settings, it was a little bit better. And when I say little bit, how my fingers are touching, that's how much better the video and the pictures came out. I can't really post the video because, again, that would be a copyright strike. I might be able to put some up and, you know, kind of have it go by fast. That way, you know, you might, I don't know if I'm going to do it or not, but because I don't want the video to get taken down, but, just making sure I touched on everything before I talk about the actual concert. Yeah. So the concert was great. They put on an awesome show. When we got there, because we kind of had to rush, because we waited at the museum for so long, we had to get like something to eat really quick. So we went to Shake Shack and got some stuff. And then had to go back to the hotel and get dressed and come back downtown. Traffic wasn't bad at all. Sorry, I'm trying to plug in my computer so it doesn't die. Traffic wasn't bad at all getting to and from downtown. But when we were looking at hotels, or when my friend was looking at hotels, we chose a hotel that wasn't downtown. But we did say in the future, we see the benefit of choosing a hotel downtown. The prices of the hotels downtown were expensive. I'll say expensive for my taste because I haven't booked a hotel room in forever. So I don't know what the prices are ranging from, but it was $100 more than the hotel room that we got. But we actually saw the benefit of it after the fact. Hindsight is 20/20, right? We said that, you know, if we ever come again for something, it's best to just get the hotel downtown because you can park in the hotel, even though they do charge for parking. I do not understand. But anyway, I think the parking was like maybe $14 a day or something like that. But it's best to get the hotel downtown and park your car and just walk everywhere. That way you're not coming downtown for how many ever days that you are there trying to pay $40 and $30 for parking. You're at the hotel, you're right there in the heart of everything, and you can just walk. So there's that. But she did pay for parking for the concert, prepaid. So that was good. So because we got there and just went into the parking deck and walked about a block to the arena. It wasn't a long time trying to get into the arena. A few minutes actually, because they had two different lines, bag line and a no bag line. So I just had like this little wallet thing, and they didn't consider that a bag. So we were just able to go right in. Tank had started performing when we got there. He probably had been on stage maybe 2 minutes when we got there, and we found our seats and everything. So Tank performed first, and then Guy performed. Teddy Riley, Aaron Hall, and I can't think of what the other guy in the group is named. Sorry. They performed some of their hits. Aaron Hall does not sound the same. I don't know what it is, but he does not sound the same at all. Teddy Riley is always great on the keyboard. You don't realize how many songs that he had written and produced. I didn't watch his verses with Babyface. I don't think I watched any verses, to tell you the truth. But anyway, so yeah, Tank, Guy performed, then Keith Sweat performed. And when I tell you, Keith Sweat is hilarious. Keith Sweat is hilarious. Keith Sweat said there was a rumor that Keith Sweat was drunk on stage in another city. He addressed that. Hilarious. He actually had some Hennessy out on stage. He was like, now that I've addressed that, now I'm going to take a sip of my Hennessy. And then he also addressed, people have always said for years that Keith Sweat doesn't sing, he begs. I've heard him talk about that before on radio interviews. But yeah, Keith Sweat is hilarious. So he performed some of his hits. I think that's it. Tank, Guy, and Keith Sweat, I think, if memory serves. I'll look at my phone to make sure I didn't forget anybody, but I don't think I did. I don't think I forgot anybody that performed. Stand by. I got pictures on my phone. Yeah, Guy, Keith Sweat. Oops, that's my alarm going off. Tank, and then Teddy Riley came back out and did some things. Yeah, Teddy Riley came back out and did a few things. We were just waiting on New Edition to come out. So we were never just kind of sitting idle. It was always a fun time. They had a DJ. Taj and Lily were there from SWV. So the DJ, called them out and, said they were there. And he let the crowd serenade them. We all sang "Weak" to them. People, like I said, you want to give people their flowers while they're here. So he had the crowd sing "Weak" to the two members of SWV that were there. Then New Edition came out. Y'all. New Edition is amazing. Amazing. All 6 members. I'm so glad because, there have been times where Bobby hasn't toured with them. It was a time when Ralph said he wasn't going to tour with them anymore. So I was so glad that all 6 members were there. Because, why not? And, I was so grateful for my friend because she suggested that we go. And I'm always the type of person that but I'm so glad that I went. I've been wanting to see New Edition since I was 12 years old. I can remember me and one of my friends were trying to win tickets from the radio station. And I might have said this at the beginning of the video. I can't remember. But we were trying to win tickets off the radio. And we were so disappointed when we didn't win the tickets. And this was a bucket list item. It was something that I wanted to do since I was a little girl. And I actually thought that I would never get to do it. For various reasons. I was like, they're going to decide not to tour anymore. And I'm just going to miss it. But I'm so happy. I'm so grateful to my friend. She does not know how much it actually meant to me to be able to do that. And I think no, that's not it. New Edition. So They had on those sparkly outfits. They look great. I feel like BBD works a lot on this concert because they're pretty much a part of everybody's songs except the solo songs that Ralph did and Johnny Gill did. But they were on stage the rest of the time. Like in BBD, Ricky Bell, Ronnie DeVoe, and Michael Bivins. Bell DeVoe. Poison. Okay, anyway. I feel like they're on stage the whole time except twice. So they work hard in the group. I was so glad. They did a lot of Bobby Brown songs. And, you know, they helped him dancing and, you know, they helped sing background vocals on his songs. Loved it. I love that they did that with Bobby Brown. Of course, they sung New Edition songs. Johnny Gill sung My, My, My. And I think they did Rub You the Right Way with Johnny Gill. He also sang his song There You Go. I think that was on the Boomerang soundtrack. I don't want to sing it. I don't want to get a copyright strike. And I can't sing. For Ralph Tresvant, he did his song Sensitivity. Belle Biv DeVoe did Smile Again, Do Me Baby, and they performed Poison, but I think all the members were out there when they did Poison, or either Bobby was out there with them. But yeah, an amazing show. And some people thought that Bobby Brown was, I think they might have thought, not for our concert, but I think people thought for past concerts that there might have been some type of rift between Johnny and Bobby, but that wasn't it at all. So they'll perform a few songs and then Bobby will walk to the side of the stage. And then they'll perform a few songs and then it's like him and Johnny Gill would tag team. And I don't know this for sure, so I don't want to say this as if I know this for sure. But a lot of people were saying, you know, sometimes Bobby takes a rest during the concerts. Again, I don't know if that's true or if, you know, I'm sure they set it up like, all right, Bobby, you're going to do these songs with us. Johnny, you're going to do these songs with us. You know, but yeah, because somebody sent me a message when they found out I was going. They was like, Bobby will walk off stage whenever Johnny was on stage. And that wasn't true at all. They all six performed on stage most of the time. But there were times when, you know, Bobby and Johnny would tag team on songs. Like Bobby would be out there, then they would tag team. And you could see them standing on the stairs just waiting on their time to come back. So I don't think there was a riff or anything going on like that at all. I just think that's how they set up the show to maybe give Bobby a rest, you know, in between sets. Because I don't want to say any rumors or anything. So I'll just leave that like that. And then, I mean, there were times, because, you know, Johnny didn't come until after Bobby left the group. So there may have been songs that... you know, hey, these were the songs when it was us five. These are the songs when it was us five. I don't know. I just know it was a great show. I had a ball. No regrets. Awesome. I think I had a better time. I think I had a better time at this concert than I did the Beyonce concert. Beyonce was a bucket list item as well. I said I wanted to see her in concert at least once. I'm not the type of person when Beyonce announced her concerts that I have to go to every single one of them. That is not me at all. Love Beyonce. Jam to her songs all the time. But like every time she's in concert, no. No. So a friend that time, she bought tickets, but she didn't like where the tickets were. She found some better tickets, in which my tickets were good. The ones I got from her, my ticket was good. It was a good. I like where it was in the arena, but she didn't. So she bought more tickets, and she was like, "I got to get rid of these extra tickets." So I was like, "I'll take one from you," and I just paid her for the ticket. So that's how I was able to go to the Beyonce concert. I went, I think it was the On the Run 2 tour. Don't make me lie. But the last time they did a concert, a tour, that's the one I went to for Beyonce. But I had a better time at this concert than I did that one. Not saying anything bad about Beyonce. I guess because this is something that had been wanting to do for so long, and it happened. I did not mean to talk this long. But there it is. So yeah, that was my day in Nashville with my friends. I still forgot to get their permission to post. I may send them a text and ask them if I can post our picture that we took on my YouTube channel. Because my one friend may not care, but the other one, she's not on. I think the only social media she's on is Facebook. So, I need to make sure she's okay with me putting her picture up. So yeah. And we didn't get to take very many pictures, just because the day was just moving so fast. But yeah, I also had a different outfit, different pants that I was going to wear to the concert, but I decided not to. Things happen. But we did get to wear our shirts. I made the shirts. I said I was going to pop that in here, but that might make the video over an hour, and I don't know if I want to do that. So we'll see. When I'm editing, I will see, the time of the video. But you all have seen me make t-shirts before, so it may or may not make it in this video. What else? I think that's it. Because if not, I'm going to start to ramble. I told someone on Instagram that I would participate in their challenge for the month of April. I don't know why I did that. So now I have to, it's an upcycle challenge. And my day, I think, is like April 26th. Let me look. I think my day is April 26th. And she just put dress. So I have no idea if I'm supposed to take a dress and do something to it, or if I can take a shirt or pants and make it into a dress. No idea. So first things first, after I finish this, I need to send her a message and ask her, what exactly am I doing? Once I get that answer, I then need to go in my closet, see what's in there that I could upcycle. I don't know what I got myself into, y'all. And then today is the 18th that I'm recording this, so I don't have very long to get this done. Not to mention that I'm working 3 jobs. That's why I haven't had a video last week or, for a while, because I've been working. So I'm saying no to all challenges from now on. I will do, the BHM Pattern Designers Challenge in February, because I know all year that that's coming. But other than that, I'm not. No, I'm not going to even do it to myself, because I already know me. And then I volunteer for a challenge that I've never upcycled anything in my life. Why did y'all let me do that? I got to blame somebody, right? All right. So thank you so much for coming along with me. Like I said, I truly had a great time. It was a bucket list item. I'm going to make a journal page. I don't know if I'm going to, here I go again. I don't know if I'm going to just start a journal, like a memory journal of different things that I do, or if I'm just going to put it in, I don't think I'm just going to put it in my planner or a notebook. I think I'm going to start a journal. That's a whole nother task I'm putting on myself, but I'm definitely going to make a journal page of the concert, and I'll record that for my planning channel. So yeah. And if you're interested in planning, I always link that channel in the description box below as well. But yeah, thank you for letting me share my day with you. All right, I will see you in the next video, which will probably be the upcycle video. All right, talk to you guys later.